the beast Lair this morning. This is where the tyrant resides. The ones who dispense injustice and perversion. The federal courts here in America. The ones who decided that innocent blood can be spilled in our land. The ones which the lesser magistrates cowardly bow down to and allow their tyranny to reign in our land. We're outside the tyrant's lair this morning to confront him. A lot of people think that you can appease a tyrant, but you cannot. The tyrant must be confronted. And we're here to confront the tyrant today regarding his evil, regarding his injustice, regarding his bloodshed. Let him know that his authority has limits, that we're amongst those who will not give unlimited obedience to the state. And we're here to call upon our state magistrates to oppose the beast, to confront the tyrant, to defend the freeborn, to protect them from brutal death. Now this tyrant is amazingly arrogant, and I want to share with you some of their arrogance here this morning. Here's what Charles Evan Hughes, who was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court under the bulk of FDR's tenure as president, stated in a speech in 1907. He said, "We are under a constitution, but the Constitution is what the judges say it is." Harlan Stone, appointed by Republican Calvin Coolidge and nominated for Chief Justice after Hughes by FDR, wrote in the United States versus Butler case 30 years later in 1936, quote, "The only check upon our own exercise of power is our own self-restraint." That's the arrogance of this tyrant. They think they are above the law. They think they get to make law. They think they can make a decree that it's okay for two men or two women to marry. That's how perverted they are in their minds. And they're so wicked and evil, they made a decree that helpless preborn babies should be butchered in the womb. And we're here to confront them today. And say, no, that's a lie. And we're going to take to task your evil. This little fiction that you've created, called judicial supremacy, we're going to expose it. We're going to show that the emperor has no clothes. We're going to make sure that you understand that we'll no longer sit by while you butcher helpless children. You're going to lose the spell that you have on Americans when they think that whatever you say, federal court, they must obey, because that is a lie. When you contradict the law of God, you are a tyrant, and you should be opposed. And we are going to teach the American people exactly that. We're going to instruct our magistrates regarding that, because we're not going to sit by and allow this bloodshed to go on any longer. Let me read another quote showing the arrogance of this tyrant. It's not a Democrat problem, nor is it a Republican problem. It's a systemic problem. It doesn't matter which president, whether he's Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter which one places the justices at the Supreme Court. They all continue with the evil, with the injustice, with the perversion. What they're doing is bringing social transformation without representation. And we're here to oppose that. The Constitution does not call for us to maintain a suicide pact with SCOTUS. We are not all to be run over the cliff by SCOTUS. When the tyrant raises its ugly head, he must be opposed. Now listen to this arrogance from Judge Richard Posner. He's appointed to the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals by Reagan. And so you see that they've been arrogant in their tyranny for years, for decades, for scores of years. He said this just in November of 2015. He said, "It's funny to talk about the oath judges take to uphold the Constitution since the Supreme Court has transformed the Constitution and its decisions." And that's exactly what the Supreme Court has done. It's been rewriting the Constitution for 200 years so that now they are an oligarchy that all bow down to. All other branches bow down to the Supreme Court. Well, they're even playing a tyrant, and they need to be opposed. He went on to say the oath is not really to the original Constitution or to the Constitution as amended. It is to some body of law created by the Supreme Court. You can forget about the oath. That is not of significance. They think they have won. They think that the oath that magistrates take doesn't matter. The oath that they take to uphold the Constitution, because they've realized that the magistrates have decided to bow down to their interpretation of the Constitution. We're here to say that's going to end.
Yes.
We are not going to allow that any longer. We are going to demand of our magistrates that they interpose on behalf of the free board and abolish the bloodshed in our land. We're going to strip back the fiction that they have created, that they are the final arbiter of what is constitutional or unconstitutional. That is a lie. They are not the final arbiter. You know, federalism, all magistrates possess lawful authority. They all take an oath to uphold the Constitution. And therefore, whenever one branch of government acts constitutionally repugnantly, they need to be opposed by all other branches. And that's what we're going to teach our magistrates. The time of your easy leisure, federal courts, is coming to an end. The days when you can pull wool over people's eyes is coming to an end. We are wholly committed to the Lord Jesus Christ to make clear that your tyranny needs to be exposed and it needs to be brought to an end. May Jesus Christ be glorified. May his law and word be magnified in our nation.